Good morning. Thanks so much for joining today. We're going to begin in our chairs. Just make sure you've got a blanket or towel nearby if you can. We'll use it mostly at the end for relaxation, but you can also use it depending on how your fit is in your chair to make sure that you've got a nice amount of space so that you, I might sit sideways for this instruction, so that you have a nice firm footing on the ground, your feet nice and planted. So if you need to put towels under the floor to bring your feet up closer to you, or bring comfort in the seat region, feel free to do that. So find a comfortable seat. I invite you to close your eyes down, and we'll just begin by getting grounded and centered in our bodies, preparing ourselves to practice. So just begin lengthening your inhale in through your nose, out through your mouth. And you can let a little audible sigh come out. That tends to help really rid us of any tension we're hanging on to. We hear people sigh and it can sometimes seem passive aggressive. But it's actually physically helpful. So and as you're breathing, just bring awareness into your posture. You want to make sure that your spine is nice and straight, alert. Act like there's a little string pulling your head toward the sky. You can bring your shoulders up with your inhale and down with your exhale, pulling them back and down, opening up your chest, opening up your heart, just allowing softness into your neck and shoulders. Again, think about where your feet are touching the ground. You can lift your toes up and think about the four corners of your foot, the ball, the outside of your foot, and your heel on both sides, just pressing down into the ground, and drop your toes. Really feel the earth beneath you. And then just scan up your legs, in through your hips and lower back, up through your chest. Again, making sure that you're keeping your shoulders nice and open. And we'll just begin to do a little gentle stretch in our necks. So you can bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. Just breathe and lengthen through the left side. And again, here your arms can just be dropped wherever they're comfortable in your lap. They can be on to your sides, whatever's allowing you to maintain integrity with where you want your shoulders to be open. You can do little gentle rolls in the neck. Allow your chin to gently fall forward, stretching the back of your neck and into your shoulders. And again, just breathe, and then exhale and just really invite space into that area. And then just when you're ready, begin to go to the left side, left ear toward left shoulder, inviting length into the right side of your neck. Gentle little wiggles, following the breath. Sigh out that exhale, sigh out that tension. Okay, so now move into just whatever, maybe a half circle from left to right. If you're feeling it, you can bring your chin to the sky. See if your neck is ready to do a full, slow circle. You might change direction halfway through. Just really pay attention No fast movements, no forcing. Throughout the entire class, if there's anything where I invite you to stretch or move something and your body is giving you a no, listen to your body above all else. This whole time is meant for you to tune in to your body using your breath to calm our mental status, our mental state, and just bring peace and openness and softness into our bodies. There's definitely poses that will challenge you, so don't back away from something that feels like, okay, this is a challenge, let me try this, but we're not trying to push into pain in anything here. This is gentle yoga. Okay, let's bring some inhale into our shoulders up. Exhale down, really exaggerate and open up. You might feel some popping, crackling. Inhale up, exhale down and back. One more this way and then we'll change direction. Inhale up and an exaggerated roll forward. Really feel it between your shoulder blades, opening. Like we're massaging our heart region, getting it ready to be open for the day. Okay, let's bring our full arms into that movement. Forward. You can have your arms open wide, or I like to put my fingertips, kind of tent them on the top of my shoulders, and I get full movement without, I don't know, for me it's more comfortable, but do what works for you. And I'm going to go back again. Again, just more and more exaggerated, open movement. Okay, so now on the next time we bring our hands back around, see if you can hold on to the back of your chair, or just where can you get your hands behind you to gently lean open. You might want to either clasp your hands together or clasp your elbows. Whatever is feeling good for you. I'm going to hang on to my elbows today. And then, again, we're lengthening up our spines. Our head's feeling pulled toward the sky. Think about finding length in your torso. Can you pull your rib cage up away from your hip bones? And then bringing your knees wide, just begin to find a little hinge forward, hinge in the hips, keeping your spine straight so it's your chest coming forward on top of your thighs or between your open legs. And if it's too much to keep grasp of your elbows or have your hands behind, that's no problem. Feel free to move those forward. You could reach for the ground when you're ready, or you can keep with the back bend. So just think of keeping your spine nice and long, your neck nice and long, and bring your hands up and stretch open if you can, or drop your hands forward. Just maintaining integrity in the spine. Hold your abs in nice and tight. Okay, one more inhale. Exhale with this stretch. And then if you haven't already dropped your arms forward, go ahead and drop your arms forward. So putting our hands on the floor between our feet, or if you're, if this fold was more than you were wanting right now and you're here, that's no problem. Just be where you are. One of the best things about staying with our breath during the practice is that you can't, if your mind is on what your breath and body are doing, you are in the present moment. And that alone is such a valuable thing, to have your mind right there where you are, not in the past, not trying to figure out the future, just present here. Okay, so as we're staying down here, we're breathing into our hips, doing whatever little wiggles or bends invite openness, a little gentle stretch there. Let's bring our elbows back onto our knees and exhale, bringing the right shoulder down toward the left knee, and then inhale up, and then exhale. Oh, I got a nice pop with that. Inhale or exhale your left shoulder to your right knee. So just on your own breath, inhale up, exhale down. And we're just going to make these as exaggerated as we want. We're opening up through our sides, through our hips, inner thighs even, all along your back and spine. Stretching, warming up, getting ready for even maybe a little bit more today. Okay. Inhale up, exhale down, last one, and exhale down. Okay. Let's do a little cat-cow. So again, we're on the edge of our chair, knees facing forward. You can begin by inhaling, pushing your chest forward, and really get a nice exaggerated scoop in your spine as you lift your chin, push your chest forward, inhaling up. And then on the exhale, rounding the back like a Halloween cat, putting your chin toward your chest, exhaling fully. And then reverse, repeat. So inhale, up, exhale, down. And do this at your own pace with your own breath. And just notice where your body might feel tight, where is there resistance, and just put your attention on that area. Breathe into it, gently invite it to relax, to let go of what it's holding there, what tension is there. Or think about why that might be there. What are you bringing into your body that might be causing tightness? Get curious about it. It's the first step to figuring out how to let it go. Okay, one more inhale. Deep exhale, rounding. And then just gently come up to a seat. We'll do our shoulders a few more times. Kind of reset after that. Whatever little movements your neck is asking for. Okay, nice. Okay, so today we're going to bring in a little bit of standing and balance poses. So you can keep your chair nearby, so you've got it if you want to steady yourself, or if you're near a wall. There's no problem cheating, but you can. It's a great time to test. Like, okay, where is my balance? What's going on with me? So we'll begin. Actually, let me show you guys mountain pose while we're standing here first. Mountain pose is a great place. It's when your body's in full alignment. Later on in my classes, we'll be on the floor more and we'll do Shavasana. So this is the same pose that you want your body in at the end of class. So it's full alignment. You have your knees over your ankles, your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your hips, and again, your head pulled straight up, which makes your chin kind of come down just a little bit. Shoulders open, rolled back, pulled back, down toward your pockets and in your back. And then hands just open to the front, or just falling nice and wherever they fall. So we'll just take a few breaths here and really think about charging ourselves, energizing ourselves. You can imagine breathing up through the ground, through your feet. I know that you don't breathe through your feet, but we're just imagining being fed by energy from the earth. Bring that up through your body. Imagine the inhale traveling all the way up and then exhaling everything down and out and back into the earth. Just giving our anxieties, our fears, anything, just draining that down into the earth. You can also imagine your inhales coming from the sky, like sun, warm energy feeding you. Whatever visuals feel good to you today. Take a few breaths in this pose, just charging ourselves, picturing our breath going straight up, straight down through our center channels, clearing and cleansing. With every exhale, removing toxins. Okay, so now that we have our feet nice and grounded, just shift your weight to your right foot. So again, earlier, like we talked about, like 4 corners of the foot, you want to really feel your foot planted. I wish you could see my foot, but I think you can imagine if I let you see my foot, I'll cut my head off. So you'll just have to imagine what my right foot looks like. But just bring your weight fully into your right foot. You can pick your left foot up. You can use the chair for balance or not. But just see, how does that feel, just starting low and gentle. You can put your foot down like a little kickstand, nice and low, if you wanted to start there with balance. Or you can bring your leg up a little higher. What you don't want to do is put your foot right on your knee joint. Your knee joint is meant to go this way, not that way. So we never want to put pressure where we might just damage that or injure that joint. So you either want your foot here, below your knee, like on your calf, or you can bring it up and put it on your inner thigh if you're there and you want that openness through your hips. So, and again, you can play with, do you need the chair to balance or not? Are you in a place where you can bring your hands to heart center? Can you close your eyes even and maintain your balance? I can't right now. And that's the kind of thing, you just kind of find out where you are from moment to moment, day to day, with your balance. And really one of the things that is so great to practice in yoga is not judging where you are from one day to another or one moment to another, and just being like, oh, curious, this is where I am right now. You're not wrong or bad for whatever's happening with your body. It just is. And the more you can accept it, be curious about what's going on. It's like you're a friend to your body, and you want to help it, you want to get to know it, and you're using your breath as a way to really create a beautiful relationship. That is how my experience in yoga has been, and that's what I like to share about it. It's not about trying to make your body look like a yoga poster and being mad that it doesn't. Okay, so I went ahead and brought my knee to the front. I'm just rolling out my ankle, getting ready for the next exercise. You kind of swing your leg forward and back. Again, warming up, opening our hips, seeing what kind of range you've got. I know it's weird trying to show what's going on here. I'm just swinging my hip. I'm still balanced on my right leg, holding onto the chair. I don't think I guess I might have the balance to do this without holding onto the chair, but don't have to test it right now. So just gently swinging. I'm going to grab my water. I'm talking nonstop. Okay, so I'm going to move my chair to the side. So again, keep yours as close as you want if you want to hold on to it for balance. But now we're going to bring that left leg up and then bring it through and see if you can keep your hips pointed to the floor and balance on your right leg. can you make your body like a T, a letter T? And so another thing you can do if you want to go for a full balance is interlace your hands, point your finger, bring them straight up, keep your shoulders down, abs in, and then try for a T that way. And again, you have your hips pointed toward the floor. So this is, you know, a more advanced balance pose. You can always use your chair next to you, but you're just getting a nice long line and open through here. And then, you know, you can play with like, ooh, do you have any range of motion here? Can you reach your foot? Is that something that is accessible, is even interesting to you today? There's all sorts of places we can go from standing balance poses that can be really fun. And it's just one of those things that you want to start where you are and be grateful for what poses are accessible today, and then gently move into doing more and more. That's just sounds like common sense, but it was hard for me to get that and not try to force myself to do stuff that my body just wasn't ready for. So a gentler way to do that hip opener in the front is just reaching back behind, grabbing your foot, and then you can play around too with your balance and see if you can grab that foot with both hands, because then you have your nice chest opener. And you can see, can you pull that foot back and get a stretch? So maybe, maybe not. If this whole time you're holding onto your chair and you're just playing with your balance, that is time well spent. So now we're going to go do all the same stuff on the right side. Feel free to grab water. Okay, so kind of reset. I'll bring us back into mountain pose just to kind of reset our hips, shoulders, neck. Take a few deep breaths there. Okay, so now shift your weight to your left foot and play around. Like, this is what's interesting. Your balance very likely is quite different from one side to the other, from, again, moment to moment, day to day. So just see, how do you feel on this side? Can you let go? Can you go any higher? Again, no foot on the knee joint, either on your calf or on your inner thigh. See if you can hold there for a few breaths. Balance. Can you close your eyes? That's tough. It's tough for me. I've been in times that I can do it, but not every day. And your sinuses and stuff have a lot to do with it. What's going on? Okay, so bring that knee forward. Roll your foot out. And then see how swinging it feels. Bring your knee up, kick your heel back. Again, gentle. If your lower back is feeling like, oh, this is not something I want to do, then just be very gentle with it. Go back to just holding. And I didn't show it earlier, but you can always use a towel or a strap to help you. Like, I mean, obviously you can put your hand under here, but if it's easier to hold on and lift your leg up with using a towel, that can be really helpful, or a strap or a belt. Okay, so do a couple swings. I'm going to move my chair out of the way and get ready for standing T. I don't have a lot of room here. Okay, so Coming up, and then just see if you can keep your hips pointed to the ground, and just do a gentle, easy balance. I'm cheating with my toes on the wall. Hold there. Make sure you don't hold your breath. Breathing the whole time. Take a break if you need to. Try again if you want to. Breathing. Okay. Nice. So it's fun. I think it's fun. Balance poses. So you learn a little bit about yourself, where you are. All right. So now, a few more standing poses. Bring your chair facing you. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to inhale up, pushing your hips forward. Take your time to kind of wiggle, but we're doing just a gentle back bend. See how much space you have here. You can bring your chin up to the sky or keep it down. And then just gently, with a nice little bend, as much bend as you need in your knees, we're going to roll forward and see about bringing our hands either to the ground or to the chair in front of us. You're welcome to walk your hips back and forth. It's early-ish in the morning, so a lot of us haven't gotten, our hips warm and open yet. So this is why we're doing it. So if you want to come all the way down to the ground, you can be there. If you have more flexibility and openness in your hamstrings than I do, you might be able to fold fully forward and then just roll up when you're ready. Shoulders up, back and down. And then we'll do that again and add on a half lift. So again, up and back. Roll all the way down. And you'll notice a difference between the second one and the first one. You should already have a little more length. And again, if you're here, no problem. And your legs your hamstrings and the backs of your knees, you don't have to have completely straight legs. You can have a bend in them. What we're looking for is nice length in our back and our spines. Let's see if you can come forward. Can you drop your head, find any more space there? And now inhale, put your hands on the chair and get your spine nice and long. Look up in front of you. And then on the exhale, come back down again. Okay, then we'll roll up again, just stacking vertebrae. Your chin is the last thing to come up. Shoulders rolling back again. Okay, let's do another one. So inhale up. See if you can bend back a little further than you could at first. And then exhale down. You can be on the chair if you want, or hands on the ground if you want. Okay, so then we'll inhale the half lift. And now, step your feet back, and we're going to start, because I'm opposite from you, I'm going to use my left, but you guys step your right foot forward and bring your left knee down. So we'll see here, you can lunge forward, opening up the front of your leg, that hip crease. On the exhale, you can lengthen and straighten this front leg and bend over it. See what length you can find there. Very likely, you guys can find more length than I can. I've been running and I am quite tight. So I need all of these stretches and exercises. I need to be doing this more often, I think, than I've been running. But you can go back and forth here at your pace. Inhale forward, exhale down. And so yeah, if you have more room and space, am I still on camera? Yeah, you can sit further back, lean further forward, whatever your body is allowing you to do today. And again, you can keep hold of the chair for balance, or you can be down using the floor. That is also fine. Okay, so now, whether your hand's on the chair or the floor, bring your opposite hand and foot. So I'm opposite of you guys. So you have your right foot, bring your left hand down next to your foot, basically where your right foot would be, your other foot would be. And then see if you can twist open, bringing your right hand up toward the ceiling. Take a few breaths here, a nice twist. You can even drop your hand back behind you, twisting your chest up to the sky. Or you can keep your arm up. See what your body will let you access. And then on the exhale, put your hand down on the floor and twist to the other direction. Nice long twist. Pointing your chest to the left side. One more breath here. And come down. And we'll switch legs. Okay, so start forward, back. We're just stretching, lengthening, opening. You can use the chair or the floor. If you have more flexibility right now, you can bring your hips down, leaning over your front leg, exhaling long, or just keep doing what you're doing up high. You feel your knees snapping and crackling. A lot of people say, oh, I can't get down on my knees. You know, I have bad knees. Well, you get bad knees if you don't use your knees. So, and I know that's a big topic, and this may not be accessible for everybody. And please give me your feedback if these are exercises you were not able to do today, or these did not work for you, and we'll work to find and make sure we have some chair poses that will get these stretches done for you. Okay, so put your opposite hand down. I think I'm still opposite from you guys. I should not do that. I'm not good at my left and right and reversing them. But so I think you guys now have your right foot, or your left foot. So now put your right hand down. Twist. Open, hand to the sky. You can drop it back behind if you'd like. Bring it back up. And now drop that hand down and twist to the other side. And you can kind of push your knee against your shoulder. And just breathing into whatever feels tight. Letting it go. Okay, you can bring both hands down. You can come onto both knees and push back. You can have your knees together or apart. If you have them apart, there's a little more room for your belly to go between your legs. If you have them together, pushing your belly against your legs really can aid in digestion. So come long, pushing your tailbone back onto your heels, walking your hands forward. See if you can bring your elbows toward the ground and your forehead toward the ground. Roll your neck out, roll your jaw. Just take a few breaths here. Okay, now we'll push up back onto our hands and knees. Begin to come up onto your knees. Bring your hands to your low back and just gently push your hips forward. Your chest open, elbows back. Just a gentle back bend here. Okay, all right. We're gonna come up back to sit in our chairs. Get some more water. And I'm gonna grab a blanket to have nearby for when we're ready for final relaxation, because we're getting there. Okay, so you come back in your chair a little more, kind of a little more relaxed pose. We're still going to have our spines nice and straight, but we don't have to be perched right on the edge. As long as your feet still feel grounded on the floor. Inhale up again. It's like you can't do this too much. Coming into your body, checking in with your hips, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, I feel like I'm yelling over her on this song. Okay. So here, we'll spend just a little time lengthening our breath, bringing in like 6 count inhale and a 10 or 12 count exhale. Like a 12 count exhale is really long, so see if you can make it to 12. And while we're doing this, we're just scanning our bodies. We just got everything kind of worked up. See what areas are speaking to you. So inhale 6. Exhale 12. Inhale. And just allow your own body to respond to your breath. Find where you're tight. Breathe into it. Let that go. We'll do just a little guided meditation. So see if, again, you can have your eyes open if you're more comfortable with that. I tend to close my eyes during a lot of the practice. It just brings me in. There's certain practices you want to put your gaze at a certain spot, but so for now, close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And just try to really conjure up an image of a place where you feel really safe and comfortable. It can be out in nature. My favorite spot I always find is me like sitting next to a brook, just hearing the water. I'm in the woods. That's my favorite place. You might have a very different favorite place, and so just bring that into your mind. Where do you feel safe and comfortable? But really spend time on the details, like feeling either the wind on your skin, or the feel of your favorite blanket on your skin, or your pet's fur against you, but really feeling it. Can you smell what the air smells like where you're in your favorite place? The colors around you, let them become really vivid. So with your breath, thinking about a place you feel safe and comfortable, your favorite spot. Just spend a little time there, bringing yourself into that place, bringing that place into you. While you just allow a long inhale and an even longer exhale. And scan your body. Make sure you're not pulling in any tension, accidentally holding on to something, clenching your jaw, anything in your low back. Really notice it and notice how you can release it with your attention and your breath. Go back to the details of your favorite spot. See if you can see yourself sitting in that spot. Can you change your perspective in your mind where you see yourself? And just see how you're one with that. Again, nice long inhale, nice long exhale. For the next minute, we'll just try to follow our breath and rid our mind of any thoughts. We've put ourselves in a safe place. And now let's see if we can just make our minds like the sky. And thoughts will definitely float in, but we can just, when we notice them, let them dissolve. We don't judge them as right or wrong. They just float in, and then we can let them float right out. And look at our mind like a big broad sky. Allow it to clear. And again, do a little body scan. And then drop any thoughts that have crept in. Focus on your breath. Follow your breath. In and out. Okay, we'll spend just 3 more breaths here, and then we'll get ourselves into even more relaxed posture. So inhale in, and then sigh if you feel like it on the exhale. Okay, now get whatever blanket or towel you have to get yourself into a more cozy, relaxed position. I like to drape a towel behind my neck and then kind of tuck it in behind me, and that lets me kind of secure myself in the chair. Later on we'll do Shavasana, where we're fully laying on the ground, and it feels so good to just melt into the floor. But for now we're sticking with chair, so it's accessible to everyone that can be in a chair or even a wheelchair. Okay, take a few breaths. Get yourself where you don't have to have any tension in your body to stay upright. Your hands are just falling there, light and loose. And bring your attention into your left hand. Let it relax completely. See if you can find your pulse there. You may or may not feel it. If not, that's fine. Just stay with your breath. But feel the relaxation in your hand, and feel it spread up your left arm, up toward your left shoulder. And make sure it's totally relaxed, holding no tension. Let that relaxation spread down your left side and into your left hip. Feel it soften. Relax into the chair. Let that relaxation spread down your left leg into your ankle and your foot. Relax it completely. Hold no tension there. And then bring your attention into your right hand, all the way up your right arm, into your right shoulder, down your right side, into your right hip. Feel it soften, get even heavier in the chair. And feel the relaxation spread down your right leg into your right ankle and right foot. Now your extremities are totally relaxed. Bring your attention into your low back, mid back, upper back and shoulders, into your belly. Feel it light and loose. Your organs off duty for a moment. Let them relax. Your chest light and loose. Collarbone and up into your neck and jaw. Think of the muscles in your face relaxing. Your cheeks, your eyelids, your eyeballs, your forehead, your scalp, and your brain, fully relaxed. Just breathe and scan for any other spots. You might be still holding on to anything, and just let it go. Your mind like the sky. a few more moments. Really be in your body, nowhere else. You can begin to deepen your breath again. Pay attention, maybe count it again. In 6, out 12. Or as long as you can. Okay, I'm going to loosen my blanket a little bit. Place my left hand on my heart, my right hand on top of it. Take a few breaths, imagining energy traveling from my whole body into my heart, and then on the exhale, from my heart out to the rest of my body. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope you bring this peace and stillness and openness into the rest of your day, into the people you interact with. I'll bring my hands to heart center and bow to you. Namaste.